We caught Kolossal Helios H6 in our spider web. Now, open this thing up.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Oh, come on, man. You're trash.
Hello everyone, for this video I'll be taking a close look at Kolossal Helios H6. It's a recolor of the original Kolossal Helios, and unlike the original color of Kolossal Helios, this one comes with the chassis disc and a metal zone driver, so this is going to be pretty interesting. Now, right off the bat, you can see how awesome this box art is. And just look at it. It's just fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the back already. Helios is, of course, a left spin balance type. The Kolossal base looks nice. It really does look nice. D82, which is the 1B disc. And TSP02, or M, which is really just Zone Speedster Metal. Fused attack power, wow, as if that's really, that's interesting. I really wanted a chassis disc, and I finally get my hand on one, so this is nice. Oh yeah, the stats are down here. No, I won't really read over them. If you want to look at them, there you go. Alright. Now, this recolor is obviously a recolor inspired by Erase Devolos. I can compare them later, along with comparing the Helios base. So yeah, let me go ahead and open this thing. Okay, so here are the parts, and boy, I'm really liking that chassis disc. It looks so fancy. Maybe I should take the chip out of Helios. Yeah, I'll individually look at the Helios chip. The first part I'll be going over is the Helios H6 chip. It looks pretty nice, honestly. Now the color, yeah, like, if I drift over here further into the light, it looks pretty good. You get the red here, and then you get the blue in the center. There's honestly, there's a bit of contrast and maybe a little fusion going around here. If maybe, I don't know. Helios is known for good slopes, so I shouldn't be surprised if this bay has some great burst resistance. Now let's compare it to the other Helios chip. Yeah, while I do like the original a little more, I can't say that this looks bad. This actually looks pretty good. Yes, it's just very interesting to see. Alright, I kind of wish they made the eye color a little more evident, like this one. Maybe made it like, I don't know, just something other than another shade of yellow, because that looks kind of confusing, but overall, pretty good. Next up, we have the Kolossal layer base, and take a look at this. We'll compare it with the other Kolossal Helios layer base. They look pretty much the same. Yeah, I really like it. It's really a reference to Erase Devolos. Got here. See, as you can see, the colors match a lot. Only difference is that Helios is a lot, well, it's not a lot, but it's more grayish than Erase, which is more white. But I gotta say, this looks nice. This looks really nice. Together, yeah, that looks nice. Now, Kolossal isn't like the most competitive of layers, but it's still a nice layer to have, in my opinion. Alright, moving on. My favorite part of the bay, we have the 1B chassis disc. I just love the look of this thing. Now, the original Helios came with the 10 disc, which is also pretty good, but 1B is definitely more like, I just love it. It looks nice. They really nailed this. What I like about it is that they actually got the blue on it. They didn't just make it all silver. And I'm pretty sure it has a decent amount of weight to it, at least. And it just looks nice. It's like Meteor fused with the disc, so that's awesome. Next up, we have Zone SPM. And compared to the original Zone, it should not have Well, okay, it shouldn't have as good of a spring as the original zone, but it should obviously be heavier. That's the thing with metal drivers. They're heavier than normal drivers, but they have a weaker spring. But that doesn't mean the spring is dramatically weaker. So yeah, it has the gimmick and everything. It performs almost the exact way as zone. It's just, you know, the weight differences and such. So this should be interesting. I can't wait to test this thing out. Let's put Helios all together real quick and okay, the slopes feel okay. It's just that, yeah, this spring really does feel looser. Look, what happens if I put the original zone on it? Yeah, so obviously this has a weaker spring. It has a weaker spring. That's still okay. We will give this base some tests. Put this thing on the scale. Alright, we got the scale right here. Maybe I should have took the bay apart before I well, you know, let's do this. This is the original Helios chip. It is 2.92 grams. Okay. What if we put the other one on? 2.90. Okay, so they have a little slight mold differences. I just wanted to show that real quick because sometimes stuff like that happens. Alright, blue Helios, 7.68 grams, somewhere around there. Alright, recolor, 7.60 grams. Yeah, there's some slight mold differences, although they have almost the exact same shape. The molds are slightly different. I'm gonna put them both together. Alright, blue Helios together. 10.60 grams. Recolor. 10.50 grams. So the mold that I got, or 10.49. The mold that I got weighs a little less than the other original Helios mold that I have. Alright, 10 disc. 23.40. Alright, let's see how much the chassis disc weighs. 23.59. See, the chassis disc is good. This is like around zeros level. This is good. This is really good. Nice. Fantastic disc. Original zone, 6.69 grams. Zone SPM, 14.41 grams. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's heavier than the layer itself. Alright, recolor altogether, 48.46 grams. Nice. Original Helios altogether. It should be nice. Let's see. Yeah. Obviously, the white recolor ends up being heavier because, you know, all that metal and stuff. So, alright, that's enough for the scale. Time for the test battle. Alright, so forgot to mention that these blue launchers are pretty good. I really like them. I really do like them. Alright, test launch. See, turn that. Helios style. Yeah, we're gonna use this red speedstone stamp for the first few, and then move on to another one. So we'll just do 3 test valves in here. First contender is Brave Valtryek with the Zenith disc. To this day, I still haven't awakened it. 3, 2, 1, that. So right off the bat, Brave bounces on top of Helios and bursts it. Now, while it wasn't exactly a snipe, it was kind of weird. Seriously, dude, doing that. It did it again. It did it again. It bounced on Helios. I'm gonna have to watch Brave first next time, as much as I don't want to. It loves the bounce in this stadium. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Honestly, I think Brave got that. You know, alright, that's enough of Brave. Brave, you proved your worth. I will put it up against Glide, but I want to wait till the next video. So you know what? Let's put it up against Super Hyperion with the Vortex disc. Right, not this season, Vortex frame. 3, 2, 1 there. Right. Yeah, so big hit. Be aware that if this Helios bursts more, it's because the driver doesn't have a good, that good of a spring compared to the original zone driver. Ooh, Helios could win. Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't win. Let's not forget the guys Fafnir, but I'll show it some mercy. Oh, show Helios mercy and not put on a frame this time. You turn that right. So if it loses the Geist without it, right? Well, Geist without it, right? Well. Oh my goodness, the ultimate Geist Claw, eh? Oh my gosh. Well, that's what Geist Fafnir, people. Alright. Alright, we're in the next stadium. So the stock of Helios is not the best against right spin. Excuse me, left spins. 3, 2, 1, left. Right. Glide, rock the board. No. You didn't do a test launch. See, I have to disrupt battles like that when I realize I mess up. That's what a great YouTuber does. You just disrupt battles. I would cut this out, but I want to show you what I go through. 3, 2, 1, left. Right. Test battle. Sorry, Glide. That was kind of rude, but I have to do this. Alright, so it flows smoothly in the stadium, like the regular Helios, although I don't think it'll move as much because of the extra weight. But hey, oh well. 3, 2, 1, left. Now we can throw in Glide. Well, Helios lost their guys and Hyperion, so I won't be surprised if it loses to Glide. Because Glide is top tier. Ooh, wait. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I have to do a single video, but then again, I already did one like that, I guess, with the other Helios. I don't know. I'll think about it. So one more round against Glide, then I'll throw in. Oh, now that is nice. Burst finish. So yeah, Helios beat Glide. Don't know how, but beat Glide. Let's put up against Curse and then call it a day. You're doing that right? Wait, Helios, get him a launcher. Interesting. Look, even after late launching Helios, it still loses to Curse, because Curse got them rolling. Alright. Well, yeah, it'll be kind of short otherwise, but hey. Well, not really, I mean, it's just one bay I was going over. Alright, so, I do want to put it up against one more bay, honestly. Let's put it up against, Helios. Did you want that? Right. Alright, I'm doing Helios versus Helios, so I don't have to make a separate video on it. Plus I think it would make sense. Come on. Helios, which... See, I told you Helios would win. I mean, Helios... It was so obvious Helios would take the W. Alright, joking aside, Spyder stats. I'm gonna give this bay... It looks nice. It was able to defeat Glide, so that does put some emphasis on its potential power. Has a great weight, has some good parts. Yeah, I'm really liking this thing. Although Kolossal is a little overall it's pretty good. It's just a pretty good bay. So let me know your thoughts on this Beyblade. I honestly really like it. I'm so glad we finally get a chassis disc for and yeah, stay tuned for the very end. Thank y'all for watching and keep blading. Alright guys, here is your reward. We get the QR code. Alright, there you go. Alright, here's a sneak peek for the next unboxing.